The Sherman Firefly was the tank the Germans feared most. Armed with Britain's deadly 17-pounder anti-tank gun, it could knock out a Tiger or Panther from ranges other Shermans couldn't even dream of. But this firepower came with enormous compromises. Fitting such a massive gun into the Sherman wasn't simple. The recoil stroke was over 40 inches, far too long for the compact turret. Engineers had to completely redesign the recoil system, shorten the cylinders, and rotate the breech 90 degrees. The loader now worked on the wrong side, in a cramped space, and firing drills slowed down. The Firefly became less of a medium tank, and more of a gun wrapped in armor. The new weapon also forced brutal trade-offs. The bow gunner's seat was ripped out to make room for ammo racks, cutting the crew down to 4. And those shells? Each was nearly 3 feet long and weighed 35 pounds. Storing and loading them was a nightmare. Fireflies carried fewer rounds than a normal Sherman, and without the wet stowage of later U.S. models, one hit could ignite the ammo and kill the crew instantly. Externally, the gun was impossible to hide. The 17-pounder's long barrel unbalanced the turret, strained the traverse motors, and often got caught on buildings, trees, or even other tanks. Crews usually had to travel with the turret reversed to keep the gun safe, but that silhouette instantly marked them to German gunners. Fireflies became priority targets on the battlefield, and while the 17-pounder was lethal against armor, it was nearly useless against infantry. Its high-explosive shell carried little charge and over-penetrated, producing weak fragmentation. A standard Sherman with a 75mm gun was far better for blasting machine gun nests or clearing bunkers. For this reason, Fireflies were never fielded alone. They always fought alongside 75mm Shermans, forming mixed units where each tank covered the other's weaknesses. Communication was another hidden problem. The recoil hardware occupied the radio's original spot, forcing engineers to weld a thin armored bustle to the turret's rear. It balanced the gun but left the radio more vulnerable to damage. Only the commander could operate it, overloading him with both fighting and communication duties. In fast battles, that meant missed calls and confused coordination. Despite all of these compromises, the Firefly did exactly what it was designed to do: kill German heavy tanks. A Firefly could destroy a Panther frontally at 800 meters and threaten even a Tiger at over 1,500. To German infantry and tank crews, spotting a Firefly on the battlefield meant one thing: get out or die. In the end, the Firefly wasn't the perfect tank. It was a specialized weapon built under wartime pressure, a Sherman converted to slay Tigers, even if it meant sacrificing comfort, speed, and versatility. Crews nicknamed it a gun in a box, and they weren't wrong. But for Commonwealth forces, it was the only weapon that gave them a fighting chance against Germany's steel monsters. The Firefly proves a simple truth of World War II tank design. Sometimes, victory came not from perfection, but from compromise.